Game 23 done, and it was a very piss poor game week. Nothing really happened on Saturday, and then the ending. The ones I didn't need to get the points, like De Bruyne and Salah, they all like freaking got double-digit holes, and I benched Shaw and Tony for obvious reasons because Shaw was missing. Like United were missing Casemiro, so I benched Shaw because they conceded against Wolves at their own turf, against Leeds and their own turf, and Tony kept on getting yellow cards and blanking. Very frustrating week. Kepa with 2 points. He didn't keep a clean sheet. Oh wow! For all the weeks to do that, you do that now. Trippier with 2. Botman with 1. Botman even got a yellow card. You dumb. This Newcastle team just loses clean sheets now. The turnover has been amazing downfall. They can't score many goals to win, and they can't keep a clean sheet. They're going down, I think. White got benched in the second match. It didn't really matter. It was Man City. They were bound to score. But come on, losing the clean sheet against Brentford that way, where the freaking referee forgot, the VAR referee forgot to draw the line, that Tony goal would have been ruled off, and that should have been ruled off. Like, incompetent referees in the English league is unbearable. Rashford with 8, yeah, he just scores every week. Now it's a danger to my rank because he scores, because he's so highly owned. Martinelli with 5, he didn't do anything again. I thought he would nick something this week because of an open space Man City will create, but no, he didn't do anything. Matoma with 2, he blanked this week, and his counterpart, Solly March, got a goal and got to 10 points instead. Morris was 14, well done mate. You took the penalty of Haaland and you scored and got an assist. That's like the way Morris trolls people. I'm happy with that. And Saka with 15, well done. Like, I knew he would score a goal and gets another attacking return in both matches. It was bound to happen. Kane with 2, he blanked this week. This is not the week I really needed Kane to do something because of Salah, and guess what? This is what happens. Haaland with a return right at the end against Arsenal. Yeah, good thing I just captained him because of safety. Otherwise, my rank would have dropped even lower. So overall, it was a very shitty week. Wrong benching cost me a green arrow. If I just played Luke Shaw over Botman, then I would have gone on a tiny green arrow. But oh well, it's a 100k red arrow. It doesn't matter that much, but still, pretty pissed off. On to the transfers. There's nothing to do this week. Might as well save it because fixtures aren't that good, and next week it's a blank and a double. Save the 2 free transfers. See out what happens this week. Gather the information and use it to buy players for the double next week. If I were to do a transfer, it would be Botman to Tarkowski, a defensive move, and Tarkowski also plays in the double. That's about it. There's no other things to do because Tony plays Crystal Palace at home. I'm not gonna be getting rid of him for João Felix. And Martinelli, there's no point in getting rid of him this week because I'm benching him this week. Because I have other players to play this week who are much better and secure for minutes. It's really frustrating to see good teams not getting the result they're expected and eventually screwing our teams. Let's get into freaking team selection because on transfers there's not much to talk about this week. Everyone's rolling the transfer, and they should, because there's not much point of going for this week. The team selection, it's Kepa in goal. I'm not gonna play Ward because he concedes in every game. Kepa, Southampton at home. They do not have a manager yet, so Chelsea highly likely to keep a clean sheet there. And in the defense, it's White, Shaw, and Trippier. I benched Botman this time because Newcastle are conceding when without the presence of Gimaresh in the midfield, I think chances are more, uh, like there's more chances getting conceded right through the center and on the flanks as well. So Newcastle are really conceding a lot of chances from the opposition from all sides of the pitch. So it's better to just play Trippier because they're conceding goals right now. And playing White this time, he got benched for Tomiyasu, and Tomiyasu didn't do well against City. So Arteta probably is gonna bring back Ben White. And it's the early kickoff. Early kickoffs are a bit drab, and it's always a 0-0, 1-1, 1-0, 2-0. That's about what the early kickoff stands because players. I think it's the science of they're traveling and stuff, like they're traveling earlier than usual, and that affects players. Early kickoffs are a curse, and it's always very low scoring. So bank the Arsenal clean sheet. I have to because I don't have any other better defenders. And sure, this, like, I can't bench him anymore. If he has a fixture, from now on I'm gonna play him every single week because he's now undroppable at the moment with the display he put out against Leeds this week. In the midfield, it's gonna be Rashford, Mitoma, Mahrez, and Saka. Pretty self-explanatory. Rashford, you can't bench him, and he's scoring in every match. If you don't even captain him this time, you'll get a rank drop. Like, it's approaching the same levels of ownership like Trippier. You know, he even surpassed Trippier. He's approaching the same levels of Haaland now. And right beside him is Mitoma with Fulham at home. He better get something this time. Mitrovic might be missing, so Fulham, I don't know how they're going to structure, but it's going to be a bit different. That could really result in Brighton capitalizing on the spaces. So Mitoma, I hope he gets something. I'm more confident this week than last week. Mahrez and Nottingham Forest away. It's tough to call that he'll play because Champions League is coming up and he's Mr. Champions League. But I'll still play him. I have to risk him because there's no one else better in the midfield. Martinelli gets benched, so better to just play him, hope for the best. And Saka, he's just amazing. He is on penalties, so yeah, I'm not going to captain him because it's the early kickoff. But still, he has penalties. He might sneak in a attacking return. And up top, it's Kane and Haaland. Kane, Haaland, and Tony this time, because Tony faces Crystal Palace at home. Kane, West Ham at home, and Haaland is Haaland. I'm captaining him. My captaincy could change to Rashford, but I have to wait and see for press conference news, more details before the deadline. It's because Haaland could easily get benched this week because of the Champions League coming up. So that's about wraps up this week, and good luck all. Hopefully this time I get a green arrow and climb up the ranks. I can't keep coming down. I can't keep go up and up, up and down, up and down. I'm just gonna stay that way. I'm just gonna stay right where I am. So it's not gonna do me any good. I have to climb up fast. More blank game weeks and double game is coming up. More opportunities on the horizon, and I still have chips to play. So yeah, see you later. Onwards and upwards.